For me, this space of the heart is like a portal, a gateway into infinity. So there's me sitting here at this physical level, and then there's versions of me that are higher dimensional, higher frequency, higher planes, that I feel like come in when I tune into my heart. And so that's why I feel like when we do open to that space and connection with another, we are able to see all those other energies in them, that they aren't just this shell of a human being, that there's depth, that there's soul, that there's spirit. And so for the heart for me is like a portal to that. And so when I'm opening to my heart, I'm opening to the infinite and allowing that to flow through me. And then I feel like staying in this place is like that alignment to source. It is making, you're able to make choices from that aligned space rather than from your mental realm or from who you think you are. It's like a higher awareness of choice. And since it's connected to infinity, it's connected to all things. And so your choices are harmonious for like your highest path, for your, I see like all these potential paths that you could go on, and then, you know, there's one golden path that is connected to that realm, that is sort of the realm of maybe the least suffering, or the one with most abundance, or the most aligned and connected with source, aligned and connected with love. And I feel like that is the path that I most love to be on. And so when I notice myself coming off of that path, it's really just about tuning in again, being centered, being grounded, and allowing my heart to be known again, and connecting to my inner light. And I feel like there's so much to be distracted from that. Everything in our world can be a distraction to pull us off of that path into other paths. And I've had plenty of experiences going off on those other paths and then realigning and coming back to center. And I also feel this path is about surrender and trusting, because it's like our heart can tell us one thing when we're connected there, and then our mental realm can get in the way and say, no, that's not right, you should do this. So there's a level of trust that's required to actually go here, to listen, and to follow through, no matter what the mind is trying to say or outside reflections are trying to say. So it is about faith in order to stay on that golden path, the path of the heart. It requires a lot of faith and surrender and trust. And I feel like more and more that state of being is because once you learn to trust and to surrender and to follow that, and you realize how amazing your life is once you continue to do that, you don't want to go back. You don't want to allow the mind to take you on other paths or to be distracted by reflections in your reality. And what's also coming in is that is what presence is. Presence is being connected in that heart realm. Presence is being in infinity. And so it is the distractions that take us out of the present moment and can cause some interesting experiences, but it's not like those are bad. There's no right or wrong. It's just we sometimes go off of the heart path, the present path, so we can learn certain things. And then when we're ready, we come back to present time again, and we integrate and we learn, and then we choose differently. Or maybe we choose the same path again over and over. But it's never truly the same path. It's always going to be different. There's always something else to click into place for ourselves. Otherwise, we wouldn't make that choice again. So yeah, I guess you could see it as failure and success, but to me it's just the journey of this life, of being a soul in this human body. And it's perfect. And I notice as I've gotten more and more in present time during just sharing, I feel like there's not much else to say. It's just kind of like my energy's here and now, and not many words, not many thoughts when I come in. It's just pure presence and pure beingness. And I also feel like from that state of pure being, it's not like we are at a standstill. It's kind of like we are moved by that presence. We are flowing with that presence. We act from that presence. But we're not carried away by something else, a distraction. I feel like one of the most challenging things in this life, in this path, being human, is allowing ourselves to be distracted. But that's always a choice. We're distracted because something is shiny and new and interesting, and we want to be distracted by it. And often that distraction leads us back to the next moment, the next present moment. I also feel like being in presence is what creates joy, or can create joy, true joy, because when you're connected to all realms, when you're connected to infinity, when you're connected to yourself, there's nothing to seek out anymore. There's nothing to be distracted by. There's nothing that you need to fulfill yourself. I feel like the present moment is pure fulfillment. Because if you're all things, what more do you need? Yeah, there's not much more to say, I feel, so I'm just going to allow this energy of presence to just be with you. I mean, notice how my mind wants to grab onto something, wants to be distracted, And it's just a matter of realigning, centering, bringing it back to the here and now. And the wind agrees with that statement. I feel like that's one of the primary reasons I'm in the practice that I am in right now, this tantric practice, is learning to hold this space of being, of presence. It's a practice. And I feel like the biggest distraction is like interacting with other people that are in a space of not being present, and then allowing that to throw us off from being in the present moment. I feel like that's one of the biggest distractions. It's really easy to be in presence with yourself. But to be in presence and also be in the world, that's what's challenging. And to be in the world in connection on all levels, yeah. Mental, emotional, sexual, all your reflections coming at you and being present with that. Yeah. So I feel pretty complete with this, so I'm going to end it here.